we have some of the sections are stronger than others, just like a team would be. You've got different players, and you've got different lists. So when looking at music, I'm thinking, okay, will this be good for us? Can we play this? Can we work this up in a couple months? And sometimes I want to showcase strong sections, and then pick out some pieces that might help the other sections kind of get up as well. All right, next up we have Bazaar. This one is, if you think of the word bazaar, like crazy or weird, but this is a bazaar like you think of like a flea market or a farmer's market, but kind of in the Middle East, right? So they've got different booths, people are selling stuff and trinkets and foods and things that they make and all that kind of stuff. So you're going to hear a lot of those little ethnic kind of sounds, different things. So this is Bazaar. For reference, I think my 8th grade band played that about 3 years ago. Owen Boatwright, are you in here? Owen Boatwright? Oh, he was here earlier. Okay, he was. All right, cool. All right, up next we have kind of an interesting piece. Usually when composers write songs, that's it. That song's out there and that version's there forever. Well, Mr. Stanridge here, he has the fortunate effect where he owns all of his music. Which in the music world, you don't own anything. You pay the publisher, you sign your life away, and they own that music. Right, the record company, whoever, they own the music. Well, he owns all of his music. Well, this song, Afterburn, it's called Afterburn Relaunch. Because he originally wrote Afterburn probably 2010, 2012 or so. He was a young composer, and in the notes he says, I was a young composer. I didn't really know what I was fully doing. There's some music that I wrote, and it was probably too hard. Wasn't the right thing to write for some of the sections, so he went back and rewrote this piece and changed some parts. So the core of the song is still there, but a lot of the parts have been changed. It kind of fits better. So not many, artists get to go back and change a song and kind of make it a little bit new here. All right, give us a second. We're going to let Nate Dog back there kind of tune our timpani here. A little delay there. Okay, welcome. So this is our 8th grade band. This band's kind of unique to me, I guess, is because this is my 4th year here in Jasper County. The first year, we were just coming out of COVID, so we couldn't really do much. The 6th grade I started that year. They're in 9th grade this year. I only had maybe, I think, 12 of them or so. It was a really small group. Again, COVID just really put a hindrance on our recruiting and stuff like that. So this was my first big 6th grade band I had the following year. I think we started the year with around 100 kids. And so over the years, some kids, they lose interest, or they might move, or their parents, they might get really into sports and the schedules conflict too much. So this is the 8th grade band we have left here. We've got a good mix of kids. One cool thing we do here is 8th graders can march in marching band this year. So raise your hand if you did marching band this year. Kick in the back. Yeah, so we have several kids that did marching band this year, which is really great. Because I can hear the skill level improve a lot, because they're playing around people that are older than them, juniors and seniors in high school, and that really kicks them into gear to get better along. Okay, so I'm really excited for this group. All right, first up, we have a cool piece. Again, going back to our history, we're going to play lots of marches. So this is a concert march. This is called El Manto Dorado, which means the Golden Cape. Specifically, Spanish marches are called pasodobles, which basically is a type of dance. And so these were, written for dancing, but also used in bullfights too. If you've ever seen a bullfight, anybody seen a bullfight? Ever seen a bullfight? Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah. Recommended. Go to one. Would you do it again? No. Okay. All right. Cool. I on my bucket list maybe. All right. So this is a cool little piece, El Manto Dorado. Okay, that one's fun because we get to pull out some cool little instruments back there in the percussion section, like the castanets, and then we get to pull out some other little funky things, which are pretty cool. All right, give us a second here. We've got the 7th grade originally was working on this next song, but I decided to give it to the 8th graders. It says Irish tune from County Derry. Most of you probably are familiar with Oh Danny Boy as the actual title of the song. So that's probably what you're more familiar with, okay? One thing, part of my job too, is to kind of expose the kids to different types of music, and so most of them hate slow songs. I get it. I was the same way. I remember in 7th grade, Mr. Carter, my band director, he passed out the theme from Titanic. You know, as a middle school boy in 7th grade, I'm like, blah, gross, love, kissing, or that kind of thing. So I get it. I was once where they were, but it's good to expose them to all kind of things, because sometimes they may eventually like it, right? You never know something until you try it. Check, check. There we go. I think I would learn how to wait on the mic by now, right? Okay, our next song is called The Great Locomotive Chase, and I picked this song for 2 reasons. Well, 3 reasons, I guess, actually. It's been on my list for a long time. I've heard bands play this for a long time, and I'm like, man, that piece is awesome. I love it. The themes just get stuck in your head, and it's just super catchy. One of the other reasons is it's written about a piece of Georgia history, actually. So back during the Civil War, there were some Union spies that came down to Atlanta. There was a really important rail line that ran from Chattanooga to Atlanta. And their job was basically to hijack this train line to kind of sabotage, pulling resources and stuff from the south back to the north and allies and whatever. So I don't remember if they were successful or not. I'll have to dig that deeper into that history, but that's part of Georgia history. And then finally, Robert W. Smith, who wrote this, passed away about a year ago now. And he was huge in the band world. I remember playing his pieces growing up, one of them which sticks in my head even right now. And so we just kind of wanted to kind of pay tribute to him and just play one of his more well-known songs. So this is The Great Locomotive Chase. to give out tonight. This is the Director's Award. It only goes to an 8th grade student. And this student, as you can imagine, not always, it doesn't have to be the best student, usually they are, but they're the best in a lot of other ways too, right? They're always on time, they're always early even, they're ready to help, they're staying after extra practice, they come in the mornings, they stay in the afternoons. You know, they do everything. They go above and beyond the call of duty, as they say. This year, I had a couple of students, and I really could not choose. I could not choose one. I just literally couldn't, okay? So, for the first time, and I have the Director's Award going back to, I think the first date on there is like 1997, at least what I have. It was the first name on there. And so, as far back as 1997, there's been one person every year. So this year we have 2 people, and I would like them to come up and join me on stage when I call their name. Miss Kaylee Slocum and Miss Kinley Savage. Yeah, Kinley and Kaylee, they're probably, they're not directly related, but I'm sure they were sisters in a past life, if you know what I mean. So they're always coming in the morning and practicing together. They made district band this year, so it's just a lot of fun seeing them grow and practice together. All right, our last song is a fun one. This one's called Too Much Percussion. And if any of you have percussion kids, you probably like, yep, that's too much percussion. So you're going to see the entire percussion section back there. You're going to hear the band doing some clapping movements too, some percussion sounds. We've got pretty much everything in the kitchen sink back there, which there's not a kitchen sink part. I probably should email Mr. Stanbridge and say, can you write a kitchen sink in here somehow? So we're going to finish up here with Too Much Percussion.